Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Star Wars Vintage Collection Luke Skywalker, the Jedi Academy version of him from the Book of Boba Fett. So this is the Luke we see that's training Grogu. I opted for just the standard release, not the deluxe. The only thing that I really liked from the deluxe was getting the backpack that Grogu could be inside of. But, I figured I'd save the money. I didn't really need all the frogs and all that. So I really just wanted to check out this Luke, kind of compare him to the past versions that we've gotten of him, and, see how he looks. So this figure is VC 298. Now, if you watched my Hera Syndulla figure review, you saw that is the character that was VC 300. Which I think is a great choice, but interesting, and I'm not sure that Hasbro is placing as much importance on the numbering as maybe collectors are. So obviously Luke would have been a really great choice as VC 300 to kind of commemorate that with a iconic special character, but they didn't. He's 2 away. He was right there, and Hera got the nod for VC 300, which again I think is great. Doesn't really make a difference to me, but I know some collectors put a lot of importance on that. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and open him up and check him out. All right, here is Luke out of package. I think just to start off, the face and the hair, now this does appear to be the same sculpt, if not maybe a little tweaked in the face, but the hair is definitely the same, which on the blonder version, the original version we got of Luke a few years back, I really hated the hair. I thought it looked like a helmet. This one, I don't know if it's just because they did a lot more of the kind of texturing, but I think it looks really good. It fits the character a lot better. Still maybe looks a little wide on the sides, but overall looks great. I think the paint apps on the face look really good, as did the Mandalorian version, so we can do a side-by-side, but otherwise, this figure does not come with his hooded cape, so he's just in kind of a training robe, does have soft goods just kind of around his waist, which is a good touch, and let's see, I don't know that I see a place for his lightsaber hilt to hang. So he does come with the unlit lightsaber, but usually there's a hole for this peg, and I don't see that. So, yeah, so it does not look like he really can have that on his belt, which is okay. I think a lot of people are probably displaying this one with Grogu, maybe in the crisscross applesauce pose, and maybe having a lightsaber on the ground in front of him, but then he does come with his lit lightsaber too. This is probably how I'm gonna pose him up. Holds that really well. That's good. So, definitely a more simple version of Luke than we've gotten. He does not come with his blaster like the last few versions of him came with. So he just has the lit and unlit lightsaber. But overall, the posability is, is what you'd want with any of these new figures. So it looks really good. We'll compare to the last release. So side by side, let's see. I mean, the face sculpt and paint apps look pretty similar. Maybe some minor updates to the newer one on the left. But generally pretty close. The hair is the same, more textured. But then when we look back at the version we got from Return of the Jedi, so again, probably the same hair sculpt and everything, but I always just felt like this one looked a little off. Don't love the paint apps either, So one other just quick thing to note, the newer version of Luke compared to the Return of the Jedi version, you can see the lightsaber for that one is real thick at the end, almost looks like it's emitting or just being lit. This one's a lot more sleek and smooth. And that the new one, that kind of matches the version from the Mandalorian as well. So just a little change, but, you know, I try to point out anything I noticed that's different. But overall, another great figure. I would like, you know, maybe some of the other figures from Book of Boba Fett. You know, I could have held off on a Luke since we did get the Mandalorian version, but I do think this is a solid upgrade over even the Mandalorian version of him, from body sculpt and all that. So generally, pretty happy with this figure. So let me know your thoughts. Did you get the deluxe version? Is that worth the extra little add-ons? I've been trying to really, you know, with the price of these going up, been trying to be a little more selective on what characters I want to get. Just because, you know, at $16.99 or even up to, what was it, $34 for Chrysanthemum, just takes a little bit bigger of a hit, but still fun to get the primary figures that I enjoy. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. You know, and I do appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts on this figure. So, all right, everybody, have a good day, and may the Force be with you.